is going to be an incredible match.
Athletes ready!
A reminder, Apex Moon have never been beaten at World Chase Tag. Apex Sun have only ever been beaten by Apex Moon. And it is one of the new guys for Moon, John, who makes the tag on Max, just down by the bottom of the mountain.
He might be a new member, but he knows the tactics of Apex. He used the tilted cube, textbook.
0 all. Athletes ready!
They train together, they strategize together. Some of them live together. These guys in each other's pockets. They know each other inside out. But who will prevail when it really counts? Devin Straley, the captain of Sun, makes the tag to keep it deadlocked.
Straley, he saw John was coming around the lazy boy. He knew, come from above and pounce on down, and you can catch up along the back line of the tilted cube.
That is Apex Moon's captain, Rob Shield. You can tell by the beard. Off comes the helmet, and on goes Rob Shield as Devin. The two rival captains going at it, and Rob Shield doesn't make the tag at his first attempt. Devin, some real pace all around the outside of the quad, but now he stops, and oh, wow, he's gone and he's rolled out of it. Has he rolled out of it? How has he rolled out of it? That is astonishing. What a and a stumble, and a stumble, and he's nearly eating platform there, Devin Strayer.
Wow. Devin almost got away. That was nearly an evasion. He slipped up, unfortunately, along the top side of the mountain. Rob nearly getting him along the sisters. That was centimeters, but that's all it takes.
Athletes ready!
Rob Shield nearly losing Devin Straley there. Devin Straley nearly losing some teeth. But it remains 0-0, and Damien's in, trying to get Rob, who's on top of the mountain and hops over. It's Damien's turn to slip on the mountain. It's not a really fatal one, and he makes the most of it because he gets evasion given. Now, if the tag wasn't made, he has gone out of the quad. It is an automatic evasion, and in consecutive chases there, we have seen a couple of slips that have proved massively decisive. It could be 1-0 one way, it's 1-0 the other.
Damien, unfortunately, did not make that tag, and he left the quad. Unfortunately, that is giving up an evasion.
Well, Rob Shield has put Apex Moon into the lead, and bearing in mind that evading this lot is almost impossible, even for Apex Sun. Well, people are diving out the quad left, right, and center. Does nobody want to stay in that square?
Rob keeps coming around the sisters through the outside, forcing his competitors, forcing his chasers to make that diving tag coming out from the tilted cube.
Apex Sun.
There's Jason Bergevin, one of the star players of Apex Moon, who's not competing, but he's watching on Olaf Wood's phone. Felix de Rosa comes in. Felix de Rosa, who just before this chase seemed to be wielding some sort of big orange gun. Does have the right to bear arms, of course, although Bear Schneider has bare arms. But Felix de Rosa doesn't make the tag, and off goes Maxwell, and Maxwell manages to get the evasion, and we've got a level game all of a sudden.
That was full control by Maxwell throughout the chase. He controlled the tempo. He let Felix go where he wanted him to go. He was keeping his eye and made that evasion along the back of the tilted cube.
1-all.
It's all got serious now, and there's no man more serious than Michael Sliger, who's sent in for the reigning and defending champions. Drops down and gives him a slap on the backside as if to say, you naughty boy, don't evade us.
And you are not going to evade him. He retains 100% tag ratio.
Apex alluring from Michael Sliger as he sits in the middle of the quad, but then decides that that's probably the best place to start. In comes Santos. He's been one of the stars of this Sun team. But to be fair, they've all played their parts. And there's a dive over the front line, no tag given. Sliger's away. Lovely move onto the bars and then the ramps. And there's another desperate go through the tilted cube. Can Santos find one more chance? He can! How many seconds? 18 seconds gone. The kiss of death from Santos Torones on Michael Sliger as he looked to put them back in the lead.
A slight mistake by Michael Sliger. There was a very close miss at the tilted cube. Unfortunately, he slipped up. Michael Sliger then slipped up at the front line, watching as his opponent comes down to tag him.
In comes Olaf Wood, the number 5. Santos has been an absolute demon at picking up evasions in this tournament. And that's a nice little hop back off the sister, but Olaf managed to pin him off.
Moon was telling me that Olaf is their secret weapon. Has he now started to push it and show us exactly what he's got?
And the medics are coming in for Santos, who just felt a twinge in the arm there. And even if it isn't serious, it could have an effect for the rest of this contest. But here comes Bear Schneider, trying to track down Olaf Wood. Olaf going all the way around the outside. Bear pirouetting on the bars, and it's at the sisters, and he doesn't make contact. Wow, I'm not even sure he meant to do that, Olaf. But it's worked for him, and it's still working. And he's by the tilted cube, and Apex Moon go back into the lead. And there's a roar of frustration, and yeah, now you've got him, Bear. But unfortunately, that doesn't count.
Wow, you can see just how much he wanted it. The Bear was not in the woods in that one. Now, Olaf controlling the match, controlling the chase the entire time around. He made a mistake, but unfortunately, Bear did not take advantage of that mistake.
Devin Straley, the Apex Sun captain, comes in. Olaf Wood sets off. There's a little slip there, but it's not a fatal one. And now he stops by the lazy boy, and Devin is reaching through. Olaf spreads his arms and says, "Come and get me." Devin obliges.
It looked as if Olaf was just giving up. He knew where Devin was, and he just let him have it. Did Olaf give up that tag on purpose to allow Jared Ludy to come in and continue evading in the final chases of the match?
He's been such a brilliant addition to this Apex Moon team. Okay, he does get hold of Devin Straley on the front line, and the man originally from Texas gets himself on the quad, and he's got a chance to extend Apex Moon's lead to 3-1. Max Hummel going after Jared Ludy. There's no mucking about here as he strides up the mountain and down the other side. A brilliant move through the mountain this time and under the ridge. And Max is trying to cut down that space, but no, a little drop of the shoulder, and off he goes, Jared Ludy, and it's through the mountain once more, and he's going to make the lead 3-1 now. Yes, he does, consistently delivering game after game after game. Jared Ludy, what an addition to this Apex Moon side.
Jared is a master of evading. He made full use of those vertical bars around the corners of the quad to excel him and propel him into distance. Wow, match point now for Apex Moon. That was clutch for Jared.
Apex Moon, athletes ready!
The world champions. Oh my word, Jared Ludy with a somersault to start what could be a victory lap, but it isn't because Damien shuts that off. Well, it would have looked nice, but when it doesn't work, you look a bit of a silly boy.
I think he was just fooling around. Let's see. Oh, they are sending in John Lunsford instead. But all they need is a tag, and they have 2 opportunities to make this final match point. John
Lunsford comes in looking to win it for the team he's only just been drafted into. Damien needs back-to-back evasions to force sudden death. Off goes John all over the platforms, but not over that one. And a slip, but he's back up. Damien races around the front line, and Damien has managed to cut the gap to 1. And there is still a chance for Apex Sun.
With Santos having a bit of an issue with his arm earlier, Damien was a very good choice to put in at this pivotal moment. He is the guy that can get the evasion. Can he close it and lead them to sudden death?
What more do you want? The 2 best teams in the final going the full 16 chasers, 5 evasions already. Could there be a 6th that takes us to sudden death? Rob Shield doesn't want to see that happen, and it's brilliant movement up on the platforms. Damien goes down, but bounces up, and then the tag is made. And once again, Apex Moon are victorious, just as they have been in every single game of World Chase Tag they have ever played. Apex Moon once again eclipses Apex Sun, and the entire Chase Tag world is living in their shadow.